What is up, TCG Army? TCG here. Welcome to what is a brand new type of video for me. One that's actually been requested a lot. I get the question a lot. Colin, what are your favorite cards that you own? Or what are the best cards in your collection? Or what are your favorite cards in your collection? So, I decided that I'm going to make a video over it. This is going to be the top 10 favorite cards that I own. This is a little difficult because some of them are at PSA, some of them are going off to PSA, so I'm kind of filming this in different segments as I'm getting stuff back and everything like that, and trying to balance sending them off because stuff's always moving. It's very hard to keep everything in my possession at the exact same time unless I waited until like the end of the year, and by then stuff's probably going to change. Anyway. This is my current top 10 favorite cards in my collection. This could obviously change if I end up getting more stuff down the line, but this is right here, right now, the favorite cards I currently have in my collection. It's going to be kind of just top 10 style lists. We're going to go through and just show you off all 10. It's going to be awesome, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the description below, in the comments below, if you like this kind of video, if you enjoy, if you'd like to see more stuff like this. I'm kind of testing out some of these types of videos. I do have one more kind of one of these in the works that's going to be kind of the top 10 pulls of quarantine that I think you guys will really enjoy. So a little spoiler and look ahead at that, but let me know if you like these kind of videos. And without further ado, let's get into it. Before we actually jump into the countdown, I wanted to take a second to show you guys the one thing that I am the single most proud of in my collection. I thought this might be a cool video, cool opportunity to do this. This is my Hidden Fate Shiny Vault binder. And what's so special about this, and why I'm so proud of it, is because I pulled every single card in this binder except for Espeon and Golden Tapu Koko on my channel live for you guys on video. I'm very, very proud of this. Just this collection is really special to me. It's, like I said, it's probably the thing that I'm most proud of just accomplishing. I mean, I know people complete sets all the time, but this is kind of my first ever set to complete, and we worked so hard for it. This is just kind of the regular GXs and trainers. I do have all of the commons, uncommons, and reverse holos and stuff for a complete master set. I just need to put them in here and take the time to do that. Yeah, this is the Shiny Vault binder. I've been saying that I was going to show it to you guys now that it's complete. And here it is. Like I said, this is probably the one thing in my entire collection that I am the absolute most proud of. So I want to show you guys this, and now we can get into the official countdown. Number 10 is actually Base Set Charizard. It's actually a tie. I'm going to do two. The number 10 is going to start off with two. We're going to have Base Set Charizard, and then also the Stormfront Charizard, which is just a reimagination of the base set art. I don't have my Stormfront Charizard with me right now. It's at PSA. This card for me, when you see this card, it's just all the nostalgia. This is what collecting cards was about as a kid, was pulling this Charizard out of the base set packs. Obviously the most iconic Pokemon card in history because it is the original Charizard, the original chase card. So I have one of these. I had a base set too. I no longer have that right now. I might get another one, but this and the Stormfront Charizard, I actually like the art on the Stormfront Charizard better. I think it's cooler, but so that's kind of a tie for me, as I love both of these cards. Like I said, probably the OG probably takes the cake just because of nostalgia factor. But yeah, that is number 10 on this list. Number 9 is one that y'all are very familiar with. It is Alolan Ninetales, Shiny Alolan Ninetales from Hidden Fates. Specifically my PSA 10. Alolan Ninetales, many of you know, is my absolute favorite Pokemon. This may be surprising for some of you to see this one so low on this list, but it will never leave the list because this is my favorite Pokemon by a mile. This card in particular is what got me back into collecting and stuff, and I absolutely love this card. I love the very first one I got a PSA 10, and this is one that will literally probably never leave my collection ever. It's very special to me, so it is kind of surprising it's a little bit lower on this list, but I love a lot of these other cards too. So I do love Alolan Ninetales so much, absolute favorite Pokemon, so there was no way this card was not going to be on this list. Number 8 is actually the hyper rare Mewtwo and Mew. Some of you may know that I absolutely love collecting Mewtwo cards. I love Mewtwo as a Pokemon, one of the, the OG legendary. I love Mewtwo. This one's about to go off to PSA, along with pretty much every card on here that is not in a slab is going off to PSA. That's why literally the day after I'm recording this, so that's why kind of timing with some of these was hard to get the video done. But I love Mewtwo and Mew. I love the art, the hyper rare, like just how they, I don't know, it just looks incredible. I love this card so much. This is out of Unified Minds. This is the big chase card in Unified Minds, and I absolutely love this card. I love Mewtwo and Mew. So there is that one. So on to number, what is this, 2, 9, 8, 7, number 7, sorry, is actually going to be one that I don't have here right now. That is going to be the secret rare Resha and Charizard. This card is from Unbroken Bonds, which is getting very hard to find right now. This is an incredible card. Obviously a picture of mine's on the screen right now. Is one that I love the artwork on. Is one that I was sadly never able to pull, and I wish I had, but I was able to get my hands on one, and I just love the art. I love just the combination of those two mons, how they laid it out and everything. I really love this card a lot. So I don't really know what else to say about it. It's a great card. Mine's off at PSA. I hope it's going to come back at 10. I think it will. So that one's really exciting. So number 6 is going to be a combination here. This is Rocket's Mewtwo. This is the winner's Rocket. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. This is the winner's Rocket Mewtwo, and this is my PSA 9 Rocket's Mewtwo. Just this card in general. This one's obviously the reverse holo and was got a nasty, awesome swirl right there by the Cyburn. But this one's going off to PSA. This one's already graded in a 9. I love Rocket's Mewtwo. It's one of my absolute favorite Mewtwo cards. I love the art. I love kind of just that he's gearing up for kind of an attack and just looks kind of sinister. You can see the shadow of his tail in the artwork. I love Mewtwo's, and I love this card. They said this one, you may actually, if you've been to my eBay store, you'll find that this is actually for sale. The only reason for that is because I'm trying to get a first edition, and to fund the first edition, I probably need to sell this one. So that is the only reason this thing, guys, for sale. I absolutely love Rocket's Mewtwo. I said this one's going off to PSA. So I'll have both of these cards in a PSA slab, both the winners and this. So I love this card. I love the art. This one's probably not going to get a 10 because it has a couple scratches, but it has a shot at like a 9, 8 at the absolute worst. So yeah, Rocket's Mewtwo is a fantastic card and one of my absolute favorites. Alright, so number 5 on this list is Shiny Umbreon from Hidden Fates. This specifically is a PSA 10 Shiny Umbreon. This is one of my absolute favorite cards. Some of you may know I recently started kind of collecting Umbreons and stuff, and I love it. I love Umbreon cards. This one specifically is one of the absolute most gorgeous cards. I honestly think it may be like the best looking card in Hidden Fates. Like, it's just gorgeous. The black and blue, like, those are my channel colors, kind of my theme colors. I love Shiny Umbreon. I love this card. I recently got it in a PSA 10. I have another one at PSA right now, and of course the one that you saw at the beginning of this video inside my Shiny Vault binder. So this card is incredible. I love it so much. It's only going to go up in value from here on. That's why I was so happy to kind of get it in a 10. Hopefully I'll have multiple 10s here whenever we get our next PSA returns back. But yeah, that takes number 5 on this list. I love this card. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how anyone cannot love Umbreon and Shiny Umbreon from Hidden Fates. Alright, number 4 on this list is actually the most expensive card in my collection. The most expensive card in my collection is not number 1, but that is this Crystal Charizard Reverse Holo from Skyridge. This thing is amazing. This thing's going off to PSA. I think it's at absolute worst, this thing gets a 9. But this is by far the most expensive card in my collection. But expensive does not always mean you get automatic number 1 on the list by any means. But I love the art. Like, so you can kind of see just the broken down buildings and stuff behind it. It's so cool. Like, this is such an underrated card. The holo version of this is absolutely insane. I wish I could get the holo. But if you go do a quick eBay check, you'll see why I don't have the holo right now. It's going for Raw, I just saw one go for $1,500 raw, like completely ungraded, went for $1,500. So it's absolutely insane to try to get your hands on that. Maybe one day I will, maybe one day down the line. But this card's special to me. It's such a cool card. Skyridge was the last set that Wizards of the Coast ever made. So I love the art. It's just a fantastic Charizard. It being reverse holo is pretty sweet. Is that I wish it was the holo, but it's still a very, very special card to me regardless, and definitely one that is extremely rare that I have in my collection. All right, number 3 is probably the card that my channel is known for the most. Is the Shiny Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. Those of you that have been around a while know that we hunted for this guy for like 3 months straight. We opened up over 1,000 packs before we finally pulled it. This is not the first one we pulled after the 1,000 packs. That one's actually away at PSA now. This one's about to head off to PSA. But I love Shiny Charizard GX. I think this is going to be, many years from now, is still going to be remembered as one of the most iconic Charizards ever. There are a handful of those, obviously, base set. You got the Shining Charizard from Neo. Just there's a handful of the just iconic Charizard cards over time. And I think this one is going to be in that list and forever remembered as just that amazing Charizard down the line. It's gonna be right up there with the rest of those iconic cards. Everyone loves Shiny Charizard, the black and everything, and just the card itself stands out. Just looking at it, I think it's phenomenal artwork, phenomenal colors, and they did just such an amazing job on this. The set, Hidden Fates, all around, everything is set up for this card to be remembered for years and years, and for it to be absolutely amazing. I now have 4 of them in my collection, and I have pulled 3 on the channel, so it's very special to me. I love it so much. Like I said, if anyone knows my channel, they probably link my channel to Shiny Charizard, because it's been the card we chase the most. I've now pulled it 3 times, and I love this card so much. So it's very cool. I'm happy to be able to have one here, and have several that'll be in PSA slabs soon, and it's definitely one of the absolute best and one of my favorite cards in my collection. Alright, so number 2 on this list is actually one that's brand new to my collection, and one that I absolutely love. This almost went to number 1, is the holographic Skyridge Umbreon. This art, I mean, just look at this. He's laying out in the field, he's got the mountains behind him, the giant full moon, you got this sick, nasty swirl right there on the holo. This guy is going off to PSA, and I think it's going to get either an 8 or a 9. It's got some very, very, very light holo scratching that's kind of hard to see. But this card is just unbelievable. Like I said, I'm pretty new to kind of collecting Umbreons, but you notice there's 2 of them on this list. The Neo Umbreon was actually honorable mention kind of deal. That almost made the top 10 as well from Neo. I believe it's Neo Discovery or Neo Genesis, but I absolutely love this card. It's phenomenal. The artwork is just insane. I said this one was very close to hitting number 1 on the list, just because the artwork is some of my absolute favorite. I love it so much, but number 1 is definitely very special to me. But this one was close to taking over the spot, because this card is just unbelievable. Alright, it's come time for number 1 on this list, and many of you probably know what this is. My absolute favorite card of all time, Shining Mewtwo. This guy is also heading off to PSA like many of the others on this list that aren't already in slabs. This is my favorite card of all time. I've said that for a long time. I love Shining Mewtwo. The art, he's kind of in a cave with the sky behind him and stuff. The art on this card is absolutely phenomenal. I love Mewtwo. I love the Shining cards. Neo Destiny is my absolute favorite set of all time. So this is my favorite card from my favorite set. This guy's is probably going to get a 9. I hope it has a small chance at a 10. Maybe if they're being lenient, this guy will get a 10. It's got a little whitening in 2 corners that may keep me from getting a 10. But I absolutely love this card so much. I'm really after a first edition right now. I would kill to be able to get this thing in first edition and minty condition, or just a graded one in first edition. But I love this card. Absolute favorite card in my collection, bar none. It's absolutely just amazing. Just everything about this card. I mean, I got this off eBay in a killer deal, after searching for it for a long time, and it's one that will definitely be in my collection forever, and I love this thing so much. It's just an absolutely phenomenal card, so it's one that I definitely I'll cherish. It's very cool. A lot of people in the set kind of lean towards the Shining Charizard. Rightfully so, that card's absolutely amazing as well. But myself, I love Shining Mewtwo. Like I said, I love collecting Mewtwo cards, along with Umbreons and Charizards. Obviously, those are kind of my main three that I collect a lot. And obviously held most of the spots on this list were like Mewtwo's, Umbreons, and Charizards. But this guy right here takes the cake for me, and definitely will for a very, very long time as being my absolute favorite card of all time. So guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. It's really cool getting to kind of show you guys everything in my collection. Not everything, but just some of my absolute favorite cards, and get to share them with you. That's kind of what this hobby is all about, is getting to share and collect together and really enjoy everything together. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this type of video. So we do have at least one more kind of top 10 style video coming your way that I'm kind of testing out. But obviously this isn't taking the place of pack openings or anything like that. Those will definitely all still be around. Also, in the comments, let me know what your favorite card in your collection is. It doesn't matter if you've been collecting for like this week or if you've been collecting for 20 years. Let me know what your absolute favorite card in your collection is in the comments. I would love to talk to you guys about that. Also, join our Discord server in the link's in the description below. You can always talk about this kind of stuff all day, every day in that server as well with other collectors, and it's just so much fun kind of building this community with you guys. So let's see if we can get this video to 20 likes. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite card is, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.